Hey guys, and welcome back to the randomized K-On! Pokemon Team series. We're now moving on to the supporting cast of K-On!, starting with the cutest student council president ever, Nodoka. So let's see what the randomizer gods grant her to use. The first Pokemon Nodoka gets is Raichu. That's not too bad a start. Raichu is a pretty good Pokemon overall. It is a little on the frail side, though not quite as much as Pikachu, but it has really good attack, special, and speed, so it can be a fast mixed attacker in battle. Its move pool is not exactly impressive, and the fact that Pikachu and Raichu do not naturally learn Thunderbolt in Red and Blue still baffles me, but it does learn a few good moves. So this is still a nice start to the team. A speedy, hard-hitting Raichu could definitely do well. For the second Pokemon, Nautica gets Victreebel. Not too shabby. Victreebel is pretty strong for a grass type, being, if I'm not mistaken, Erika's ace in Gen 1. It has nice attack and special, which will definitely do some damage with those grass moves. While it may not have the biggest choice in that department, it's not bad, although having access to Sludge wouldn't hurt at all. Now, I'm assuming that the Victreebel James had kept trying to eat him because it hated him. Hopefully, Nodoka wouldn't have that problem, because I don't think anyone would want to see that. Nodoka's third Pokemon is Dodrio. Very nice. Based on videos I've seen, Dodrio is arguably the most popular of the non-legendary flying types in Gens 1 and 2, despite the fact that it cannot actually fly. It's got great attack and speed, so it'll be hitting fast and super hard. As for moves, it can learn some really powerful stab moves like Drill Peck, Double Edge, Hyper Beam, and Tri-Attack. While I'm pretty sure the other early flying types are all good in their own rights, I tend to see Dodrio used on teams a lot more because it is generally said to be the best of all of them. Personally, I'd use them all at least once. Pokemon number 4 of Nautica's team is Jolteon. A little disappointing that an evolution didn't end up on Arceus's team, but that's a randomizer for you. Now, while Raichu is good as an electric type, Jolteon is in some ways even better. In stats, its special and speed completely outclass Raichu. Jolteon is blazing fast, and that 110 special means its electric attacks are going to hurt. As for moves, it is a little narrow, but it does get double kick for rock types, which is nice. I'm not entirely sure which is better between Jolteon and Vaporeon since they are quite different, and Flareon is always said to be the worst, but I guess it all depends on what you want. If you want a speedy special attacker, then choose Jolteon. And honestly, I'd like to see this thing standing by Nodoka. The fifth Pokemon Nodoka will get is Omastar. Nice. Nodoka gets to use the fossil Pokemon. I don't at all know which is better between Omastar and Kabutops, but looking at Omastar's stats, it doesn't look bad. High defense to absorb hits and high special to hit hard. Looking at its moves, it is a bit puzzling that it doesn't learn Rock Slide despite being part Rock type. But Ice and Fighting for coverage is nice given how slow this thing is. I've never really used fossil Pokemon as far as I can remember, but from what I'm seeing, Omastar does seem to have things to offer, so definitely give it a try. And finally, the last Pokemon of Nautica's team is Butterfree. That's a real step down. Now, I like Butterfree, and I know I did once try using one against Brock, and I think it was yellow, but this is by no means a competitive Pokemon. Its stats aren't necessarily garbage, but 385 total is not going to do much later in the game. While it is nice, it does learn some strong psychic moves. Why are there no stab moves? It is a bug and flying type, but does not learn any moves of those types in Gen 1. That's a bit of a problem. Butterfree may help you in the early game, but anything beyond that, good luck. But it is a very gorgeous Pokemon, and I think Nodoka would really like it. Imagine her at a table doing paperwork and there's a Butterfree perched nearby. I would love to see that. And that's it for Nodoka's Gen 1 team. Overall, it's pretty good with some solid team members. Now, I don't know how interested Nodoka would be in being a Pokemon trainer since I think she's more of a diplomatic type of person. But if she did decide to at least try it, she would absolutely have the brains for it. Or if not, maybe she could be the information girl who keeps the details of Pokemon and trainers to hand if needed. What do you think? As always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, consider backing me on Patreon, and remember to stay chilled.